What's going on, guys? Let me tell you a story of how I made 767 million. So I really made over 800 million, but I only tracked 450 of my sombreros, and that is the basic. That's what this video is about. Is that merch? And I'm gonna go do some rune crafting while I tell you. So let's look at the city for a second. Damn, it's so pretty. So basically, the sombrero I researched and was like, hey, I know how rare it is, I know this, I know that. So I knew the entrance point that I wanted to pay, and I knew how much I wanted to sell at, which, truth be told, I could have sold them all at 4 million, which was a million more and made 450 million more, but I held them a day too long. That's whatever, I literally could not care less. I made so much money, it's ridiculous. So basically, when I was first researching this item, I was like, yeah, you know, these things, they could be cool. This could be something I can get into. You know, I want to collect this. It was only 900k that night, and they had gone up to that price from like 700k the day before. So I knew they were on the way up. So I bought 100 of them, and the price ended up stopping at just under 1.2 million. It was like 199,998, something like that. It was just a few GP short of 1.2 million, and it stayed that way for a couple days. Someone was dumping at that price, which sucks to be them because it more than doubled in only a week or two. So basically, I ended up with 450 of them. I at one point had 500 of them, but I started flipping a bunch of them because the margins were like 200k, and I could flip 20-30 hats every day pretty consistently. So I was making money off this merch while I was investing and holding it, which helped me keep track of the price. So after 2 weeks, they hit like 3.5 mil. I was so ecstatic. I was like, I made so much money. And the next day they went over 4 mil. Someone just started paying like crazy amounts, and I heard they went up to 8 million, but I don't believe that for a second, because they were like 3.5 when I came back. So if I left them in the GE at 4 mil, I probably would have sold them all, based on what people were telling me. So that next day, I decided, okay, I'm going to sell them at 4 million. And then I bought one and sold one, and I noticed they were crashing a little bit. I was like, you know what? Someone probably hit their price point. I'm going to sell some. So I sold 200 of them for 612 mil, which I have pictures of, and you can go on Instagram and I'll post it if anyone wants to see it. But actually I have a merches one you can go look at on the merches website. I'll probably link it. I'll probably be too lazy. It's just merches.com. MERCHZ. So basically I made 612 mil. That wasn't profit, that was just what I sold it for. And I still had 250 hats. So the rest of them, I put them up at 3 million. I sold some of them for a little bit less than that because I was like, you know, I just want to get rid of it and invest in my next item. Because it was getting ready to rise, which I made 80 mil just by buying the item on the correct day. So once my hats were all sold, I withdrew my, this is what I'm merching, by the way. I withdrew my money from my current series. I withdrew it all, put it on vials, and just set that for a few hours while I did this. And basically when I ended up doing all the math, which you can go on Instagram, I put a little calculation there that shows you how much I made. It came out to be like 810 mil. So I made about 800 mil. Plus maybe 40 or 50 mil flipping these things for 2 weeks in between that. Which is just astounding. Now, what am I to do with my money now? I bought 8 Christmas sides, which I have 1 here, 7 here. And let me show you. 177 million, which I just PC'd these in ArcQuark at 201, and they're rising. So I have 1.6 billion in this. I've already made 200 mil in about a few days. I already had one for a few weeks that I bought at 111 mil. I bought 2 at 165, and then the rest I bought at 185. Yeah, 185. Well, like 183, but I mean, I'm going to round up to 185 just because, for argument's sake. So basically, I've already made a ton of money off of this merch, and I'm going to be holding it for a while. So I'm going to do a continuation of this video once I sell these, and show you where the profit is after that. So I'm kind of excited to see where this goes, because I made 800 mil off my last merch, and I'm really excited to see how much I make off of this one, because the profit's already huge. So let me know what you guys think in the comments here. Thank you for watching. It was much appreciated. If you've made it this far, just comment Dogness is awesome. And make sure you like and subscribe. And if you want to PM me anytime, go for it. A lot of fun. I like to talk about the market and anything RuneScape. So I will see you guys in the next one. Later.